Hey guys, Ryan here from Bommyknockers Podcast, and welcome to our new episode. Tonight the overlying topic is competition. Competition is basically an arena where you compete to win, and ultimately sometimes people lose. You can win through skill, you can win through luck. Same applies for losing. You can lose by luck, or you can lose through lack of skill, or by just being a real douche. But tonight we've got a action-packed night. We're missing a couple of Bommyknockers, but we've gained a couple of legends. So come down, let's introduce you to everyone.
This is the best! This is the best day of my life! This is the best day of my life! This is the best day of my life! Let everything happen the way that it should! Do whatever you want and make it a nice life!
I told you to not snack.
Meet Dunc Court, and obviously you know Cam. Let's get it on.
No.
Did I just start a catchphrase?
Marvin Gaye over here.
Welcome, guys. I know that Ryan talked you through the fact that there's a couple of other Bommyknockers who aren't here, but just for our viewers' sake, I just want to point out the level of professionalism that this show operates at. So one of the Bommyknockers, Timmy, he isn't here tonight because he forgot that he was going to Singapore for the weekend. And the other Bommyknocker who's not here is Yarp, who realised, there's a rugby game on. So thank you
Better
so
watch
much.
it.
Yeah.
I like rugby, sure.
Taking place.
Yeah, so we were a huge draw card, obviously.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
And first in our new set, like the first time you guys at home, or you might be watching at someone else's house. So thanks for having our viewers, whoever's house you're at. But yeah, this is our new set.
What are you up to?
We spent upwards of $40, so that's huge. Actually, Timmy wanted
This one looks more like it's about time. This is the time spent, I think.
yeah.
Really.
It is.
Is it too late to change the theme?
The time.
Yeah.
We can change the.
There's a good vibe.
The theme is competition and time.
The theme, competitions through time.
Yeah, competitions. Yeah, throughout the ages.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Since
cool.
the dawn of time, even.
Yeah.
If you want to wind it back that far.
Yeah.
Let's get
I
started.
wasn't there though.
At
so
the
I
dawn
think-
of time.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. So I think that would all just be anecdotal.
Theoretical.
Do you reckon
I'd make it up.
Do you reckon there are people who are partying on from the night before the dawn of time, and they just tweaked out
No,
right
it's
from
like,
the start?
Absolutely they were. Yeah, my word.
Back in the day, they probably would have just had to, like, some wise person would have just said, "Oh, they're devils," to explain them. Had to
Look at
be
those
explained in a
demons.
religious sense, you know.
Yeah.
Those demons, stay away from them.
Stay away from all those weird mushrooms.
Yeah.
They keep picking in the forest, you know? You're
Having a great time with.
Exactly. They look like they're hating life.
By the way, when we were at the gig last night and I ate that mushroom cake that you showed me.
Thanks for not putting me into that story. I showed it. I showed you. Hear that, officer? I didn't give it or sell it. Hey, look at this.
Totally shouldn't have had it at fucking, what was that, 11:30 on a
PM on a weeknight.
Thursday night.
Oh, wow.
Stupidest move.
Well,
Red
It was great for the most part. Cam and I went back home and we wrote 2 episodes of a script that we're working on.
which is amazing because this seems ad-lib, so...
Yeah, this is the script.
Yeah.
No, it's a different production.
Currently
Yeah, okay.
in the middle of it.
Different production. I'll tell you guys about it
Your
later.
main show, yeah, okay, cool.
This would be a side hustle, the script that we're writing. Anyway, so, but we had like 6 cups of coffee, and after you left, I was lying in bed and I was like, I can't sleep. And I was like, I'll just watch some Steve Harvey, Ask Steve episodes on YouTube. Fuck, I love that guy. And I was sitting there, I was like, I'm going to spew. I was like, I've got to go to the bathroom. It's like 4:30 or 5 in the morning. And do you know what a coffee spew's like?
No.
Let alone cheap fucking plunger coffee.
Oh, wow.
It's the worst. It is the worst. Now, I was sitting there, my wife's away at the
That
moment.
burn?
Big time. It explains why I took mushrooms on a weeknight, because my wife's away.
Yeah.
And
I didn't expect that like a quip about hallucinogens would lead to a story about you did them yesterday.
That means you're a good person.
Well, speaking of, actually, yeah, that's
exactly. Yeah, so competition, let's get back on track. Competition.
Yeah.
yeah.
What do you You have a question.
I've been pondering competition a little bit, just the kind of overarching theme of it, and something that popped into my mind is competition within relationships or the dating world. So I thought back to at one point when I decided that I had a crush on a girl mate and realised that it
You
was
decided.
Oh well.
He was
Right,
doing
Cam?
like it was maths. He did
What's
an
missing?
equation for
I
it.
think I need to be, have a crush on one of my mates. Or there's not just
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I once, when I worked in a cafe, I had this really awkward conversation with a friend where I was like, hey, I'm actually feeling like an awkward, if friendship's 0 and love interest is 10,
Yeah.
I'm feeling a very awkward 7 to you right now.
Yeah.
And he just cleaning the coffee machine and goes, oh, yeah, awkward, I'm not at 7.
It's not what
And
you
then
want
I
to hear
just
back.
went, oh, well, I wasn't at 10, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So I
It's
was
not a
kind of...
full
That's very
then
quick.
you felt it. Cam decided.
It is decided.
All right, so
Quite mathematical, isn't it?
You decided you'd have a
Thank you
crush
for
on your
trying to
Tell us what
You're still
But yeah,
working.
no, exactly. So we've all been
You're
there.
on the scale, and then you were like...
He's on the
Yeah.
spectrum.
Of love.
I reckon you were at 5, and then when you tipped to 6 is when you decided.
I reckon I was lingering around the 5, and the
Yeah.
thing that tipped me to maybe a 6 or a
Saw
7.
boobs.
No, I found out that another one of our friends, a dude, was really interested in her, and it
Oh.
So you wanted to beat him
I wanted
to
to
the
beat
prize.
him in the crush world
Wow.
Yeah.
and be competitive about it. And so her and I made out a couple of times across a couple of months, and then I guess I was like, well, I won, and that's over. Which
Do you
is
know what
so
else?
douchey.
Do you know what
I
else
know
you
it's
won?
douchey.
You won Friend of the Year award.
Yeah.
You spiteful prick.
I know.
Oh, do you like her? Hang on a second.
That's
I
names
know.
like Johnny and Tom.
Do we need to name
and
names?
Everyone's stolen girls off you.
I did get one back.
It is karma.
And Will, my brother-in-law, stolen girls off you.
That is true.
Well, we
Jeez.
had a kind of Tinder competition when we first got together.
No, we
because-
didn't. It's not a competition.
Well, I was on
It was
Tinder.
research.
I was making.
I was on Tinder. I was doing okay on Tinder.
Sure, well.
And Dunky
She
and
got
I...
like 200 plus
Oh,
likes.
that's back in the day. That's nothing these days. But Dunk and I had a little sleepover, and he woke up to, just because he gets so used to swiping, he woke up to me swiping.
That's how good I was.
He's like, are you seriously on Tinder while I'm still here? And so it became this thing
Yeah.
where Dunk goes, all right, and he'd never been on Tinder, never kind of even been interested. And so he's like, I'm going to go home and download, I'm getting
I'll show
Tinder.
you.
So it's kind of, we both knew we were really into each other, and I was just like,
Is
okay,
RedTube
well.
the same as Tinder? Because I clocked that.
And yeah,
Did
so,
that end well, the Tinder competition?
well, I think he kind of
Get
looked at
married.
his other options. I think
So
he-
Who was a dead heat? That's all you can come up with.
No, I think he looked at your other options and took 48 hours and was like, nah, actually, I reckon you're all right.
Yeah,
You are.
you are
Like,
right.
you're good. I'm into you. Heaps.
You're pretty good.
Yeah. But I thought you were going I thought you were going to make that as depressing sounding as it was at the time, I suppose. Where it's more sort of like, so you put this app on your phone, I don't know if you know, called Tinder, right? And then you log all your shit in and you put your parameters, 75 within 100 kilometres, it's fine.
Well,
Right?
greedy.
But then it beeps at you, and then all it said was, there is no one new for you.
Oh, fuck.
For like,
Did you
for
put
like a
virus?
day. And so here's old mate, you're all shit. I had big problems with that too. I was like, oh, this seems very judgmental. Like, I don't know you. This is just a photo. Gee, there's apps that could make this very deceptive. I don't even know. I felt very nervous about the whole thing. And then, so you get it, like, went into the city and then it changed and then there was like a few matches. Oh, how exciting. Until one of them's like, oh, hey, cool, fun. And I was like, you don't know anything about it, so why are you even talking to me?
He
And then
didn't
I was like,
have to
nah,
interact with
I
you.
don't think that Tinder necessarily for me.
Why are you asking all this?
My wife and I got together before Tinder existed. Like back when iPhones were only owned by fuckwits, and
rich.
Facebook wasn't around. So basically, there was like
You were at the
MySpace,
pub.
maybe Adult Friend Finder, and your local community IGA notice board if you wanted to find love.
Did you notice that I dressed for the beer that you've served this evening, actually?
So you never got to have any Tinder fun?
No. So, but I played in a band, so basically I'd finish up and
You'd be like,
shake my emo hair and off we went. Pass me a beer.
what's your emo hair?
I had long black. I dyed it black.
Can
Put
you
a
turn
streak
this into
through
it
the black though?
I turned this hairstyle into it.
right now to show them what your emo hair is?
No, it was down to my shoulders, but I would have quite often like a
Oh yeah, over the one eye.
over the one eye.
Yeah.
One time I just dyed
Because
my hair.
sometimes it's sad, man.
I dyed my hair black. Well, my girlfriend dyed my hair black for me, and then we're like, we'll straighten it as well because it was quite long.
Fantastic.
Straightened it, and then I looked like, you know, those in the movies, and you've got like the rich like Asian guys who drive around in the BMW and they got the long hair, and they're like, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Yeah, I'm with that.
But I looked like an Asian, like a popular Asian, like you.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. I looked
Such a strong, such a strong visual. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So.
So do you guys have anything when you think of the word competitiveness that recently maybe it's a friend that you know gets competitive with you, maybe it's a colleague that you know that they're way too competitive. Is there a person that comes to mind when you think of competitive?
I'm playing team sports tomorrow, so there's tons of them.
Sports?
I will be playing Australian rules football
Okay.
at 11:40 in the morning. So any more than 6 of these, and you're pissing on your mates. Apparently, it's
These
the
are
same.
session. These are session.
Well, that's and that's perfect. Yeah, no, really, it's fine. It's passable. You can take your shoes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, kick them off,
I'm
love,
gonna
whatever.
get real comfy.
Yeah, cool.
Do it.
Okay.
I've got a spare cat hair, dog hair covered cushion here as well.
Good. I reckon I'm good now.
See, at home, Ted being yay big would probably just slot in behind us here. But I don't know if Bud will fit. He's large.
I don't want him anywhere near me with
Competitive,
that
I'm
spitty
trying
bum
to
that
think.
he's.
I think when you get a bit older and you stop hanging out with dickheads, you don't have that kind of competitive conflict that you would with, say, your
You
girlfriend.
culled all the competitive people.
100%. If someone,
Yeah.
I feel like if you're in
Within your friendship
with your
group, you don't
friendship
really
group, if you've got someone you feel like you're competing with, they should probably just fuck off and.
Unless, like, if we go shoot hoops, I will win. But
I don't play
it's
game
obviously for fun. Like, we're just mates hanging out. But I will
For fun and
I'll
winning.
definitely do it. Yeah, I'll definitely beat you.
Yeah. I
I'm
go.
hopelessly. That's probably how we ended up on a ridiculous TV show.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, no, I could use $250,000 for heaps of shit.
Oh.
I could do so much stuff. Probably
could do
like
quite
you
so
got,
little.
people are going to buy a house. You can't actually buy a house for $250.
You
That'd be
can't
crazy.
get shit for 250 grand.
But you can have a lot of fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
You could buy a lot of beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy a lot of stock.
Yeah, it's true.
You could
Like
start
cattle.
up a small business. You go getter. You know.
That felt like a pep talk. I will. Thanks,
Yeah,
Duncan.
so that would have been cool. It wouldn't occur to me otherwise. So it's always more of a must.
What did you get from being on it apart from
Grief.
talking to?
Just a lot
From
of
Manu.
shit on Twitter.
Yeah.
See, I don't have a Twitter and watched the show for quite a while, and then it got to a stage where I didn't. It was a bit surreal watching it, or I was making dinner when it was on, which was almost always the case because I'd be making dinner and Courtney would be watching it, and then they were like, "You should apply." We had a friend who was very good with the camera, made a video that was like schmick,
Yeah.
and then
How's
lumber.
the video?
Well,
The video was just us sitting in a laneway behind our house, like so Melbourne.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
come on, mate.
Nice.
And just I think talking about
Graphing.
our dynamic and how we met, because when we met, we hated each other.
They give you a set of questions, 5 questions,
Yeah.
and you have to kind of spiel your way through them.
Because I have a
So you guys hated each other when you first met?
Yeah, we weren't very good
So you got
friends.
like the Benjamin Button of relationships, because usually people love each other and then they
true.
get closer and then all of a sudden like they get married and they start hating each other. You're going the other way.
That sounds better.
That's one of the best ways I've ever heard that described.
It was more
I'd like to think of it that way. I've fallen more and more in love with you every day.
Oh, zoom in.
What's that?
Right now, can we put a love heart around them?
Who needs Tinder, eh?
My first memories of Dunc was he was my boss at a bar in Brunswick where we worked,
Appropriate.
and it got inappropriate later for sure. But to start with,
It was hateful to start. Not hateful, just wouldn't fucking do anything.
and for me, my first shift with him, he'd gone across the road and bought a Luxor from
Oh, the Luxor
from
story.
wherever.
It rears its ugly head
He
again.
just keeps talking about how shit the Luxor is.
Hmm.
Like it's the worst thing he's ever tasted. In my mind, I'm like,
Do you know why?
put it in the bin.
You didn't want her to have any.
This was the shittest Luxor I've ever had in my fucking
But
life.
like keeps going on about it, and I'm just like, no one cares about your Luxor. Like, eat it and shut up, or put it in the bin and get something else for dinner.
Yeah.
But Dunc couldn't get over how shit it was.
You just
And-
needed to explain.
Yeah, and I was like,
I kept saying how shit it was as I was eating it. Got to the end of the bar, I was like, oh, that was the most disappointing dinner of all. But yeah, we've all had them.
Yeah.
You're hungry and I don't want to get another dinner.
So that was
Should have
our
done my first one
Yeah.
properly.
Our first shift together, I was like that.
What was the
fucking-
moment where you looked at him and you felt no annoyance anymore? You're like, actually, I want to hear more about the Luxor. When did you have that turning point where you're like,
I was-
these are great
Luxor
guys?
together.
Like sober or drunk? Because I reckon.
Which came first?
Yeah, drunk, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think
Beer
I had-
goggles.
I had one day where I looked at him and I was like, that guy I hate's actually kind of hot.
Oh yeah.
You know? And then it
So creepy
moved.
the way you
Any more stories like that? Sorry, it's far too seedy and oh yeah.
Congratulations, you made it to
If we can redo that, I'd be like, oh yeah,
Cha-ching.
oh yeah. What was meant to come out of my mouth was that. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're making it so much worse. You keep it's like stomping the same wet ground. You just sink into it,
Yeah.
man. Dug-a-dug-a-dug-a-dug.
Oh well.
Poor boy.
So things
We got
changed.
there in the end.
Did you feel hate in your heart for a while?
No.
No.
I
Did
you feel
never
hate
felt
in your
hate in my
heart?
heart. That's a very strong word.
It's a very Christian way of putting it.
Scathing. I felt as though I would smite her.
Whoa.
No, of course I bloody
Duncan.
did. But when you're just like, oh, can you pick up the glasses outside and do the ashtrays because I want to close it? And you're all like, nah.
Oh.
For someone who's like new to the job and is supposed to be the boss, you're kind of like, oh, well, guess who's fucking fired?
No one
No, it's
respected
the
it.
boss of me.
Yeah, right.
And you guys weren't even together.
No.
When my wife and I were travelling through South America, there was a night where I ended up managing the bar, the hostel bar that we were working at, and
Yeah.
because we both decided to work for free, work for free board and stuff.
Yeah, cool.
And so I was managing it, and Karen, my wife, was working for me, and she was just the worst employee I've ever had. Like,
But yeah,
I've had a lot, but she was just the pits. You know, like threw fucking knives and
Stink.
forks on the ground. And it's Bolivia where we were doing it. It's the highest altitude Irish bar in the world.
Great.
And I'm managing it. So
They've
I'm
even managed
at
to
the
get
top.
one that all
You
the way
think
up
you've
there.
gone to the top? I'm fucking managing the highest altitude bar
Right.
in the fucking world.
Good
You
to
know?
fucking see you.
And shit, you disrespect me. Look how high I'm at, and it's throwing knives and forks on the ground. There's no like easy way to watch, so there was just a shitty tub in the corner of the thing. I was like, "Can you go grab some plates?" Nah.
Nah. Yeah, I used to do that when you're scraping food, and you know when you scrape and you drop your cutlery in the bin, and you look at it and go, "I'm not paid enough to pick that up."
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Bullshit, you know? It's sitting on top of the thing you just wiped off. You eat the same fucking food on your break, so what are you talking about?
Nah,
It's real
Just leave it
flexible.
there. Chuck it out.
just
Come on, man.
I haven't dined in at McDonald's for a long time, but I throw the whole tray. Straight through.
Really?
Fuck it.
Oh, see, but it's good because you're kind of like, fuck you, McDonald's. But then on the other hand, also, then they have to make more plastic, and then people, you know, that have to be ecological these days, mate.
There are two types of people in the world. there are
Boys and
people.
girls.
SCs and SCs. Sick cunts and shit cunts.
That's true. And
I like that.
there are people that clean up their shit at Macca's, and then there's those people that go, no, they employ people to do this, and they leave their shit.
You haven't got those people
I-
when you were employed to do
I
shit, and you were like,
annoy
no, don't get paid enough.
Those people annoy me. Nah, leave your shit everywhere. It's like eat at McDonald's, walk a couple of meters, put your
Which
shit in the bin.
is a perfect segue back into the topic competition, because people used to get it a little bit competitive about chucking pickles, I believe.
Oh,
So we're
it's the
tying
race.
competition and food together.
What movie is that from?
Well, what movie? Did you
It's
not
a
do that
movie.
in your real life?
No,
And
because
you
it's
go
from
to
a movie.
Macca's, and certain Macca's, the whole roof would be covered in pickles.
Oh no, because the thing is,
I like to eat
I think it's is it Basketball Diaries or is it like something? And there's
Doesn't Leonardo DiCaprio do a lot of heroin in that movie?
yeah, and a couple of girls called Trixie and Flixie or something like that.
Wow.
Winky and Winky. But they're in there. They're
Stripping
having burgers. It might be that, or it might be fucking. It could be fucking Stand By Me for all I know. But they're
Nah,
having
'cause
burgers,
they-
and they pull the
they're
pickles out and they throw it at the wall, and they're like, go, 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 and it's the race down the wall, and it's the
right.
last one to fall off.
Got you.
Yeah, but you go roof.
No, but, well, I've seen roof.
It's like base jumping off the pickle world, you know?
Who stays up there the longest?
Yeah.
How
I
frustrating.
like to eat mine.
I do too.
Yeah, me also. I
That's-
never participated in the game because I
watched.
like the pickle too much.
While we're on that,
I love all sports. I really do.
I
If there were
best
betting
eat
markets on it,
cheeseburger from McDonald's, no meat, extra sauce, extra pickle. That is my favourite thing
Not
to
a
eat.
hash brown in there?
No.
wow, okay, great. That's a good idea. Just moving forward. Next time you order that, I think there'll be a cheeky hash brown in the middle of that.
Yeah.
I've never even thought of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
as a
guy.
veggie option.
See? And
Interesting.
there you go.
I'm so
I reckon that sounds
committed.
like a dumb burger. I can't keep it in. That's a dumb burger. It's just yeah, get a cheeseburger, take out the burger.
Yeah,
like-
but it's a
You're having a
vegetarian thing,
cheese
right?
bread. Oh, the cheese bread with pickles and hash browns.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
but I
like,
don't
that
eat
got the better of
But in
me.
terms
Yeah.
of eating
You know,
it,
the
Yeah,
Macca's
fair
is
enough.
shit.
still, well,
Yeah.
that'd be delicious. I've never seen the point in why you take the meat out of the
Because
cheeseburger.
I don't eat shit meat, and Macca's is like dog food shit meat.
Double.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you know, like if you're gonna,
No.
I just think, I don't know, when you could fill.
Why do we try it out so much? You know what is shit? The Big Mac chicken thing.
Oh, I had that. It's fucked.
Pus. Absolute
It's stupid
pus.
fucked.
It's absolute
I'm looking
pus.
forward to tasting it.
No,
Do
why?
it.
You-
It looks delicious.
No,
No,
right, exactly. But
The race
everything
notes.
that those guys, all
Yeah.
of them have, Hungry Jack's, KFC, and all that shit, and then you see the advertising, right? And it looks beautiful.
Think about this.
I look way better in all of the PR shit that they released at me because someone at a computer at the time made that shit look good. Someone put me in a chair and then painted my fucking head and was like, "Okay, you look a bit more presentable.
Yeah.
You get home
Can you
at
do
3
something
o'clock
about
on
that
Saturday.
beard?
Like
I'm
a
gonna do it."
chicken
And I was
Big
like, "No." Yes.
He
Okay, I guess you're
gets his
paying.
McDonald's burgers, this
Hey.
is how particular he is, gets home, deconstructs it, and puts it back together again.
To create something new.
No.
I'm like that kid.
Not happy with the menu.
I'm imagining
I'm that kid who got his Lego and was all like, "No, I'm not building that on the box. That's shit."
Yeah. It's going to have an extra story.
Yeah.
I'm imagining Forrest Gump,
Yeah.
and they're taking apart their rifles, and like your baba behind them talking about shrimp, and like Dunk's there going, don't shoot.
So that the sauce is evenly spread on the bun.
Because you get it and you open it, and then it's like they built the bottom. Say a Big Mac, right? They build the bottom 2/3, and then it's like they get like a smattering of lettuce. It's not enough.
That's
It's
right
never
from about
enough.
6 meters away.
And
That's how
throw
good
it
it
from a
is.
mile away. They hit the fucking corner. None of it's actually in the burger. This is very, very annoying.
Yeah.
And then, why you melt the cheese to the bread, not the cheese to the meat? And then I take what the
Shotgun
fuck is
second
that?
gripe. I've got the gripe
Go,
after you.
go. I'm done. I'm cooked on that.
I'm a fillet of fish eater.
Oh, okay. Well,
And-
there you
and-
go. Lost me.
Okay, hang on.
I just lost respect for him.
Lost me.
That's a fucking great burger. So
No way. I
The
can't
bun
believe you had to
stings.
go at
The
the
bun
hash
is-
brown burger and you're a filet o fish eater.
Yeah.
That is such a mum burger. The only other person I've ever heard order a filet o fish is in this voice because they've had a long day and Gary's not home from work yet. I need a filet o fish.
Oh, you went fillet. Fuck off.
My goodness.
It's a fillet of fish But what I don't get is
Your accent dialed up heaps when you said it's a fucking fillet of fish, baby.
you've got a steamed bun, a fucking fillet of fish, cheese, tartare sauce, or if you want to try and make it sound flash, tartare or something. so you've got it there.
I think that's just
But
wrong.
you get it. You open up the burger and you're like, oh my god, you had fucking 3 things to do: bun, fillet, fucking shit, cheese and sauce, and it's fucking. The bun's here, the fillet's all the way out there, and the sauce is on this side. It's just like, fuck off.
Take it over to Duncan. Let him take it from scratch.
That's what I'm saying. So you just bust it apart. And
No,
then
I'm driving. Generally, a bit over the speed limit too.
I do it at the lights.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I'd set it in the box at the lights and then only ever at the lights, never when I'm actually, come on, it's road safety. Let's be serious here.
Christian.
Sometimes I ask them to put like the spoon or something in the bag so that, because I know it's going to be fucked. It's like, and then, I don't know. This feels like a sidebar.
Yeah, competitive eating.
Yeah?
Oh, yes.
See, I have a
Fuck.
gripe now. So the show, the guy that goes around America and eats
Man versus food.
Man vs. Food.
I don't think he does
That-
it anymore. And now he's a vegan, but carry on.
Yeah, that show makes me really mad because I feel like there shouldn't be something on your menu in terms of waste and, like, it shouldn't be on your menu if people can't finish it.
Yeah, they shouldn't be ordering it.
Like, why if there's only 16 people in the last 6 years who can
Yeah.
finish this plate, is there a plate of food? Like, that's
Where they're going
right.
to chuck it all out.
Makes me really
And they've got
angry.
the shocking homelessness across, everywhere, but across the entire country and stuff like that. And you think,
It seems ridiculous.
Should
Like,
the homeless
and also
take some
he doesn't.
responsibility and hang around near the people that are about to fail that
Look,
challenge?
I don't think that's unfair entirely. I feel like there's probably a notice board, and they're not mutually exclusive. I think they have to kind of work with each other on that, maybe going forward. But
Go in there. If you're going to go tonight, I'm going to eat the fucking 8 kgs of beef.
yeah.
And then you call up my posse of
But if it was
homeless.
beef rib, I would fucking eat 8 kilos of beef rib because you feel awful, but it would be so delicious.
Here comes Dunc with his vagrant posse, and they're just going to pick up the fucking where Dunc leaves off.
We just finished up a hard session of bum fights, and we
Bum fight is good.
and we really need to replenish our protein levels.
Have you ever been on the bones of your ass, or enough that you've done something? Usually, in my student days, I've done stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Where it's competitive against yourself. You're like, usually your mates are giving you a dare for some sort of financial gain or something. Like, I was a student, I was poor, I spent all my money on beer, but there was another day that I wanted to go out and have any money for beer. Mates were like, all right. Here's the mashed potato. We're going to put one of each of our flatmates' pubes, one single pube, in the mashed potato, and you've got to have like 5 mouthfuls of mashed potato, and you don't know where the pubes are.
You do it?
How much bucks?
I did. I think it's like for like 20 or 30 bucks.
Oh, for $30, you'd find a way. And
As a
even on the way out, you'd see it, and you'd
But
just have
beers
to
were
move
like-
around. You could quenelle that shit out.
It was
easy,
like
don't
12
worry.
to 15 bucks for a dozen of beers. Excuse me.
That's a good night out.
And plus, I didn't have to go and buy dinner.
yeah.
Like, I just
You're
had
already
Cold
full of
man.
booze.
carb loaded. I'd carb loaded.
Ah, the protein of the pubis. Yes. Yes.
I had a
Chocolate
friend that we used to do that too. He was really poor and
Put your pubes in his food.
He was
Made us-
poor.
He was poor, made us feel good. He was getting protein.
Yeah, have some of these. No, and one day he was dared to eat Smackos. He was an acting student, needed some cash,
Oh, they need the most cash.
and he did. His medical bills were higher than the amount of cash that he received.
Did it
What are you
make him
talking
really
about?
ill?
Yes.
Whoa.
Yes.
What happens to you with a
He
snack
just
though?
had a
Having a
tummy
beer?
Nah, but yeah, look, would I be able to have one of these? Can you chuck
Yeah.
this down there just so that we don't litter the set? It's edible too.
Should
It's
be
not a
handing to our
lie. It's
guests
just I know
first.
that I'll mess with the microphone.
There's some at the back as well. Like if there's no more beers, there's some. God, sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Well, over that bit, we'll just put
Thank
on
you,
some
brother.
hold music or something.
Classic leg cross by me.
So, Court, tell us about your shop. Is it your shop or is it both of your shops?
Not my shop.
It's my shop. But
Not my shop.
Not my, not my shop.
Tell us about your shop.
Wow, I started my shop probably 4.5, 5 years ago. And it was
Not
based-
around about the same time when we met and disliked each other.
Yeah.
So after you
bit-
you left working for him.
No,
actually-
I was working there to fund the store.
That's right.
Yeah.
So she was already a standalone independent, but then had to keep
So you were the boss of her on her side hustle.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
That's why she was all like, this is a side hustle, fuck off. But at the time I didn't
I
realise
was
that.
thinking bad of you as a person, like you're just a shit worker. But
No.
now I found that you were actually fucking way harder working than Dunc.
Yeah. Oh, man, infinitely. I was so lobbing up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, how hard was I doing it? But,
And I've been,
sorry, carry
I've
on.
been at the store the whole day. And I think Dunc didn't actually understand that about me. And then one day he'd locked himself out of the bar and needed to come and get the keys. So I was like, yeah, you can come, but I'm at my store. And Dunc walked in and was like, wow, this is cool. This is like a whole other thing that the lazy girl at work does. So yeah, it's just basically a space where I stock things made by creative people. So it doesn't really need to be a certain genre. It can be clothing or homewares, art prints.
My
but
mum has a store just like that.
There you
My
go.
mum has a store just like that.
yeah, cool. Oh, amazing.
What's the name of your store?
The Design Court.
Oh,
Yeah, and so I make kids' clothes, so that's my kind of section of the store, and then I buy a lot of stock that complements what I make. So yeah,
I laid 98% of a floating floor.
Dunc does all
I
that.
didn't know where you were going with that. I laid. That's my missus talking. I laid.
That's been my contribution to the new space.
Floating floor. Oh yeah.
Well, because it had shit tiles, so we put an IKEA floor in.
Nice little wooden floor.
Don't ever do one. They will be the bane of your entire existence.
What is floating?
I reckon if I
It
did one
just
though,
it means that you can snap it up and
yeah, and the floor's underneath.
It doesn't literally float. It's not fucking
second
Aladdin
floor.
at her
Yeah.
shop,
Basically,
which would be
I think it's
amazing.
like-
I
Why
would-
didn't you finish the job?
Well,
You had 2% left to do, mate.
yeah, because it's always at 2%.
It really irks me. It's just all these little corner bits, the hard bits to cut out.
Yeah, it's the
And he
hardest
just leaves
bits.
Like, I'm going to get to it. I'm going to get to it.
If there's any Bommyknockers viewers out there right now that knows how to do the finicky little corner bits, for a 10% in-store discount at Design by Court, we could maybe work something out. So, get in contact with Court on her Facebook.
Right here.
Oh,
Make it real small. Zoom in.
Oh, that's funny. You guys are funny.
Yeah, so that's like the handyman of the business, but it's really my gig, and we live above.
98% of the time.
you're a handyman.
No,
He
okay.
just does all the jobs, you know.
You want to hold a drill? I'll hold a drill.
Right now.
I noticed the DeWalt, actually. I don't mind the DeWalt. It's a powerful item.
Do you want a drill driver or a drill?
Is there an angle grinder that we can swing around? Or?
No, just got a couple of these.
Oh, look at those. Are they for your kids?
Shall we
mate?
crochet or something, Courtney? Well, this is happening.
I was just going to eat a Tim Tam while this is happening.
We'll just hang out with those. I'm going to holster mine a little bit.
Just in case you need it in a rush.
If I like what you're saying, we'll get her.
Boom.
Turn her on.
I feel like let's try and rein it back into competition again.
Competitive drilling. Great.
And let's get some dirt on something quite embarrassing, like any really embarrassing things that have happened in competition status.
I think that as a younger dude, I was a little bit competitive with my best mates in weird ways. Like we had a tree, a trampoline, and a swing. And one thing me and my friend Hayden would do quite a lot of the time is one of us would be climbing the tree and one of us would swing up and like sort of kick out at the other person. And one time
How good's being a kid?
the best, I booted Hayden off from quite high up and he landed on a brick and was crying.
We just by aiming for the tramp though.
Nah, I was aiming for Hayden, and then I knew that Mum would come out, so instead
That's
of
gay.
yeah, I wasn't ready for it.
Anyway, Cam, I have something to tell you.
Yeah. Shush, Aiden. I love you no matter what. So Aiden's lying on the brick crying. And so because I didn't want to get in trouble, I jumped off the swing, lay down next to him and pretended to cry. So when Mum came out, she was like, oh, guys. And Hayden just looked at me like, you are soft.
Yeah.
Oh, that's full on.
Which is less competitive, but actually maybe a bit psycho.
Are you still? Can we? Does he remember this as well?
Yeah, he remembers it very well.
Can you get a little video for
Mate, if someone
his version, and we'll just play that just now, just here.
if someone kicked me off a tree, I would also remember that.
Forever.
Yeah, of course, man.
Yeah.
How big was the tree?
And you can't say quite high up for a kid, like 1 meter or 2 meters, or
Well, I'd say that
It's a shrub. He said tree.
I reckon he fell from probably
shrub.
about there. Like whole body from there to the ground.
Oh, it's a fuck all. What a pussy.
Yeah, so you're on my side. Thanks, man.
Yeah, fuck you, Hayden.
Yeah.
So one thing I've noticed.
Grow a pair.
Thing I've noticed recently, I think just because of things I've been reading, is like competitive parenting.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's really
What
interesting.
does that mean?
Or even like birthing, where people are like want to tell you.
Birth races.
I thought it was. I thought you were talking about where they carry the wives in Sweden or in Scandinavia, and they have the wife racing, and they carry them like
cheese
backpacks.
rolling as well.
Well, that's in England, right?
Oh, sorry, different place then.
I
Yeah.
know people that want to tell you that they had their birth and that it was like completely drug free and blah blah blah, and you're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a hero.
I'm probably not going to be mates with your kid anyway.
Yeah,
What the fuck do I want to know?
Like, it doesn't matter. Like you get a baby,
Very good
I
view
get a
on
baby, everyone gets
Yeah.
a baby. Like I just feel that people can get really competitive about really random weird shit,
Yeah.
and you see it online where people are writing like, "This is how you do this," and this is like, "That's how you do that."
Do you think
I'm
it might
not
be
doing-
because that's like their whole world? Then that's all they've got to
Yeah.
compete with other people doing the same
You're
shit
lucky
about.
that you've got a business that you work at from home, because otherwise you would become the stay-at-home mum where your social media use goes up, but the quality goes way down.
Yeah.
Way down.
It's fucking
No one needs
shit.
all those photos, man. I'm telling you.
But then that is competitive in terms of I think social media people use to
definitely.
Stay-at-home
like-
mums, all they do is
Yeah.
there's tokens and like Wheatbix cards or whatever they're trying to get, who's got some spare blah 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 to swap for a full set of this, or tokens for the school.
Yeah, Dunc's also collecting those just for himself.
What?
Nice.
Or just for you, you greedy bugger.
No.
Collecting them.
I'm not collecting them. I got them for colleagues.
And colleagues.
Colleagues, kids.
Oh, Colleen. I thought you just said
I got them for the
colleagues.
kids of friends.
Okay, because
For when the youth come around and you say, here,
When the
child, have a Tazo or whatever the fuck it is.
With the social media thing, I totally agree. It's quite a competitive world. You said before that you got a bunch of Twitter people attacking you online.
yeah.
Have you still got a massive Twitter following? And do people still comment?
Yes, I do.
And
Thanks for
can you
asking.
share the podcast on it?
Yeah. Good.
And also maybe Cam's Twitter profile.
Yeah.
Tinder.
during the show,
No.
we're not allowed technically to be on. So it's I could read what everyone was writing about me, but I couldn't respond. So that in itself was very different for me because I am the kind of person who would usually be like, "What you say to me?" Whereas I had to be like, "Oh no!" It was a really interesting way of interacting because you had to read it all and then just.
Just sit there.
You kind of weren't really. You were just
It's not my vibe
observing.
at all.
Yeah.
It's totally not my vibe. Like even people just
People just told me the ones that were funny. If I was in the room or happened to be watching, then they'd just tell me the ones that were kind of funny.
Yeah.
Didn't really drink
and
it
it's
in.
just really funny to see that the bows that people draw from this small segment of who you are. Like people tweet
Or a
like,
narrow
"What
band of
is a
people,
dickhead
how
who probably won't
seriously they
vaccinate
take
her
it."
children
Whoa.
because they think I'm a bit like airy fairy, and I'm like, even that I was like, well, that's quite damaging because I think vaccination's really important. And
So do I.
but part of me I wanted to write like, well, actually, dickhead. But you had to just kind of swallow
So
it.
now, like, on social media, people are putting you in the same basket as Jim Carrey.
Basically, total bucket with
Yeah.
herpes, actually.
Has he got herpes?
Yeah, did you not know that? He's
No. I'm not
Did you not
can
know?
tell- can
You
not tell
didn't-
the total amazement.
You didn't know that Jim's got the herp? Oh, mate.
His ex's.
Didn't she die under mysterious circumstances? And he was all like, she didn't take my medication.
Yeah, but he
He's an artist now, anyway.
he had given
He
it to
paints.
her and
He's a
wouldn't admit
painter.
it, and her family took him to court
Yeah.
over that. Yeah. No, so I do have. I think I got in the end, now that it's
Pet
all
Detective,
died down,
still great.
the people that follow me and the business, and they're kind of interested. They don't want to just like bitch me out. So I think, I think after the show settles down, if people want to follow you, like they genuinely care about the shit that you do.
The trolls didn't stick fat at all. So if people had like nasty shit to say, it's because they were trying to be funny on the internet at the time. So like, as I imagine, like the comment section on your podcast would most
We
probably
wish
be.
we
I'm
got
a troll.
comments.
Sometimes we get a couple. Like, we had to give away free t-shirts last time.
Oh, yeah.
And we got 3.
Were they just t-shirts that you had?
No,
Were you
no,
sort
we
of
got-
like you were gonna, these
We
were
got
gonna go
drunk.
to Savers, but
They
you
were
can
Bommyknockers
have it.
t-shirts.
There you go.
They were Bommyknockers branded t-shirts
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
that were won by our mates. Like,
Oh, fantastic!
Nice.
pointless having a competition. We were like, all right, we'll see who responds. Only our friends responded. And so we had to like be like, well,
See you on the
all we
weekend.
needed is someone who we didn't know to respond.
Yeah.
I found that in the early days of my business, where you try to run a competition and you're like, guys, I'm really cool. I'm giving away cool shit. And 2 people would enter, and you'd like give it to your auntie. Or,
What was the prize?
even if I'm doing
If it was your auntie, I just wouldn't give it to her. I'd be like, no, someone else won.
Yeah.
Too bad, so sad.
Yeah,
Keep my shit. You gotta sell that.
dude,
Hustle.
Good.
I'm ruthless.
I like it.
I do like a product promotion.
I pull fingers at my aunties. I wouldn't. No,
No, you wouldn't.
nah, not.
You get smacked around the head for that.
Unless I was going past in the car and she didn't know it was me. But fuck. So different. Some aunties, I don't think I've got no aunties I dislike.
Neither.
You know,
Thanks, man.
While we're competing,
so all my uncles and aunties know. I love you all.
yeah,
I like mine too, but maybe just a bit more than you do anyway. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
speaking of competitive,
Yeah.
yeah.
I used to be a bad kid at school. But
What do you mean? What are you doing?
mischievous,
Shocker, eh?
mischief was like,
Mischief.
it was just fun. Like being
Yeah.
naughty was fun. Like relieving teacher was challenge. Like that was
Okay.
like, okay, see how naughty.
You
Is that a byproduct of being at the Catholic school, having to relieve the teacher, or?
I didn't have to ever relieve a teacher. As I said, if you don't want to go into a Catholic or boys' school, if you don't want to get raped, don't be the hottest kid. So
Easy.
sheesh. Yeah, that's it, chill out. But yeah. So I would quite often get a relieving teacher as a like see what you can do. Like can
Challenge.
you go harder than last time? Make all your classmates fun. But this one time we had a relieving teacher, and I got passed a note from my mate, and it said from Jewel, and Jewel was the chick in my class, and
You were keen on her,
I
weren't
opened
you?
it
You
up.
fancied her.
I didn't really
Oh, you didn't
have
know
an
her?
opinion.
Oh,
And
I thought it was like
But I
you
read
were
it.
stoked to get this note.
I read it.
Okay.
No, Jewel handed it back to me actually. But what had happened is my mates had written her a note and said it was from me, and then she had written a note back to me.
Oh, no.
And I was like, if I had written her a note, I would have been expecting a response, or getting a response would have been welcome.
yeah.
But I just get this random fucking note from Jewel in class, and I'm just like, I can't remember what it says. And I was like, what? And then the teacher was like, what's that, Ryan? And I was like, oh, fuck, classic. I'm like, all I've done is get a note and read it, and now I'm getting in trouble. And I was like, no, you can't read it. And then, but she ended up taking it off me, and then she went up to the board, and then she wrote my name on the board. and for detention. And I was just like, and I was just like, fuck that. I didn't even write the note. I just was given a note. You can't do that. Cross next to my name. So now it's gone to a 1 hour detention. And so I get up and I decide to grab the duster and wipe my name off the board.
Fantastic.
And I do it and everyone starts laughing. And I laugh too, but being a kid in school, you know, you quite often have a runny nose, and I laugh, and a huge amount of snot comes out, and that makes everyone in the class laugh louder, makes my, you know, joy turn to absolute, like, fucking frustration, and I just hurl the duster, the blackboard duster, and straight into the fucking, like, you know, those windows that were full of wire, going like the gridded wire, so that you couldn't smash them, but it just went...
Big response.
Big crack. I know, I was just angry. And then all of a sudden, I was like, boom, and I was straight into, like, sent out of the classroom to the principal's office. And
understandably so.
Yeah.
And because
that's a very violent reaction to not coming out of your nose.
I'll
which
just
is quite
smash
natural.
the place up.
no, I probably wasn't able to fucking just, you know,
Process the emotion.
no. In terms of like justify like why, like my response, I was like, dude, like, look, it stemmed from me not even, you know,
You got framed.
I was like handed a note. And that escalated to me all of a sudden in the principal's office. And then not only that, because my teacher was like away on holiday or something, I was sent to the junior classes 2 weeks, and I was taken off the DEAR program.
The DEAR program.
The drug and alcohol resistance education, like that, you know, the t-shirts that had DEAR across.
This guy just vandalised the school. Let's not educate him about drugs. That seems fair. That seems logical.
These seem like the rational responses of a normal person. So
And
what
so
we should
I was
do is
taken
encourage
off-
him
I was
into
taken off
meth.
Yeah.
to keep kids off drugs.
He's already got an anger problem. Let's give him no information about the risk.
That is such a random punishment.
Oh, the main reason was because at the end
Was it
of
to make you think DEAR was cool?
At the
So
end
like,
of
I
it,
got taken off.
I need to be in
at the end
there.
of it, we could choose from like 5 activities because there was us, I think it was our sister school, and you had like, you could either go and like, what was there? It was like horse riding or motorbike riding or model airplane flying or bowling or mini golf, something like that. And I wasn't allowed to go to it. But what was fucked up is it was really shitty weather, and the parents, so that knocked out model airplane flying and shit, and then the other thing that was fucked up is all the parents that were going horse riding couldn't find the fucking the place, and so they all ended up going back to bowling. So and I think there was the horse riding and whatever the fuck, but they ended up just being like mini golf and bowling, which is fucking like, you know, like dumbest things.
Are you good at bowling? You're a good bowler.
We're going bowling after this. If you guys want to come,
Are you really?
yeah, I've
Yeah.
Okay, so some bowling vouchers.
Oh, wow.
By the way, guys, can we just put a link to Strike Bowling? If you want to try the All Star IPA, it's now available at Strike Bowling QV. It is the only truly independent craft beer available on tap at Strike QV. All the rest is line stuff. And see us down there later on. Obviously, when this is edited and released, like in July, we won't be there, but we're going tonight. So come and join us. I'll shout you a free game.
If you happen to be there this evening and then watch this back, it was great to have had you there while we were.
Yeah. So Kia, you can come.
Bud's coming. He'll be there.
Not with that big shit he did today.
The story is that there was mini golf and there was bowling, and
Oh, yeah,
you
and
couldn't
so-
go to either.
And so
not
I couldn't go to
into
either
mini-golf
because I was in the class with the juniors.
Yeah.
And I had to go to their sports day, which turned out to be awesome because I'm competitive as fuck. I was like,
And you're not you weren't a junior, and so you won everything.
I was the most popular kid in that class on sports day. Everyone was like, play a
He's so tall.
And so yeah, when we went around and did all these games like fucking dodgeball and like t-ball,
You would have been crushing
Dodgeball
them.
was good.
and I just dominated.
Because you're older.
It was the best fucking
Do you know
day of my life.
one of the worst t-balling incidents I've ever personally been involved with? I don't know.
How many are there?
So there was, grew up overseas when I was a kid because my stepdad worked for a German bank and he flew around a lot and stuff.
Yeah.
So where I was living at the time, I was going to an international school. I was sort of maybe 10 or 11 years old. And so T-ball was a thing because I didn't think we had the coordination for baseball, maybe, something like this. And so everyone set up, ready to rock and roll. And I think, yeah, underarm pitch this thing. And someone, no, you don't, because it's T-ball.
On there.
What was it doing then?
That's why it got dangerous.
It doesn't really matter because, like, if we cut the fat out of the story, what happened was that old mate that hit it, when they swung and chucked it backwards, it hit the girl that was standing directly behind it in the eye socket. Oh, no. Yeah, fuck, it was terrible. Dropped her like a sack of shit.
Yeah.
So
Nice visual.
Not competitive in the sense that obviously you want to hit it the furthest. And also, you're Brazilian, mate. You don't play cricket or golf. What do you know about like hitting it the furthest? Until, of course, you hit the hardest in your fucking face.
Yeah. She knows. She knows how much power is behind that.
She was a QT too.
Do either of you guys...
I may have only been 12, but I was all like, my salsa, you know?
Do either of you guys,
Wrong
have you
country.
discovered strange skills where you're like, whoa, I'm surprisingly good at that? Like, for example, I went along to a water ski camp and I didn't expect to be able to stand up on a wakeboard, but I went wakeboarding and I was pretty good. Like, it sounds a little cocky, but like, I didn't expect to even stand, but I was all right at wakeboarding. Do you have anything?
You were flipping? Were you flipping?
Yeah, a couple of flips, a couple of spins.
Yeah.
I was just travelling along, really, but that to me was pretty good.
I think so. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Not sure.
Is that just random?
That's just the new topic.
What do you think?
Well, I'm trying to think.
Skier when
Yeah.
I was younger. And then I guess now I've just discovered that you can also go to the snow.
What sort of ski? Oh, so frozen water skiing.
Yeah, and then now
You got frozen water or liquid water skiing?
That's true.
You ski on anything else? It's not skiing.
I just found it really easy. Like from the minute I was probably like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
So
Just picked
it
it
was
up.
like, oh, and you'd look at beginners and be like, oh, how did that happen? Like it just kind of came quite naturally. But nowadays, you know, I discovered you can go in the snow and just stay inside and drink wine and
Get hammered by the fire.
and not ski at all.
No, but it's good to do that. It's fun to ski.
Around the house.
Or snowboard. I don't really know.
I haven't snowboarded in my life,
You haven't? Oh.
You want to?
but I've skied and I've water skied and done single ski, but I've never gotten up on a wakeboard. So I'm just thinking.
Why are you so anti-board? You know,
I like skateboarding. I was never great at it. I usually did it to try and pick up girls when I was younger.
yeah.
But
Watch this coke flip, and then wouldn't do one. But
so
of
you
course
just
not.
Take your board down to the park. Don't do anything. Sit on it, but have some beers.
Yeah.
Like people come and sit next.
So you can't even like it's kind of like someone carrying a guitar they can't play.
Yeah.
You just look like
Just
you're
a guitar case full of beers. Play me a song. Sure thing.
Yeah, I like it.
Johnny.
You don't have any surprising skills that you've just kind of
Not
like.
that I can think of off the top of my head.
You're both good cooks, though.
Yeah, but that took ages. That doesn't
I'm
like.
not even a good cook.
It just took ages.
Oh, so you're talking about skills, like skills can be learned, or you're talking about like
A skill that they
But it
discovered
can't be that
within
surprising
themselves.
though. If it's a sort of
Oh,
like.
so I was having a piss when you guys came up with
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
Can you do that? Can I go and do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that for 15 to 20 minutes.
Go.
I've got a skill within myself.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
That's pretty amazing.
Oh well, if it's like that, you can do the tri-tongue twivel.
Oh, you got the tri tongue twivel.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do that either. That's why you asked me this question. I was like, oh,
You're like,
great.
damn it.
Everything that I can actually do, not necessarily that well, took heaps of fucking practice.
So thanks, Cam.
Yeah.
Thanks for
That's
reminding
exactly
me.
it. Remember, kids, if you work hard, you'll get there. Don't know where there is, but there you'll be.
Yeah. You'll
I
get.
don't know. What do you reckon?
I can play
Where-
hot cross buns with my nostrils.
That's
You can make
that's not true. You just flare them and don't flare them. It's not
and
a.
there's 3 different sizes.
Oh,
Are you about to show me a
this
shape?
is
Yeah, okay.
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns.
being a thing that is visual for people to
No,
watch.
Dunk's hit the nail on the head there. That's not a thing.
Can you take that camera through what you just said?
Like, thank you, that's great.
All right, you've got to do it into the camera.
Do it for that camera, please.
And raise your hand like, now you've got to do it.
I don't know.
really nervous. Okay, wait. Oh, gosh. No. Okay, right.
See?
Oh, I wish I was drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Hot cross buns.
No. That's just not good.
Whoa. In our group of friends, there's things known as innies, and innies are thoughts that need to stay on the inside. That's the ultimate innie.
Like big, medium, small.
How did you relate the tune to it?
But yeah, like, what's it got to do with like Easter baking?
How did you something I've always had.
I'm so glad that we covered that.
Another beer?
I'm gonna deal to a situation first, but I do.
Yeah, we'll get one ready for you.
Wait,
I need to go too. I'll show you where that
Should we just have a little
bathroom
pause?
what's that mean?
Or should we? Yeah, cool.
is. Welcome back, Ryan.
Yeah, cool. So,
Didn't I leave?
Oh, welcome back. Seamless.
You gonna go places, kid?
now being that you guys have been on a competitive food show, shown Australia-wide, by the way.
That's
okay.
actually
26 countries.
27
around the world.
countries internationally, thank you,
Yeah.
dubbed
Yeah.
into Spanish.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I'll get abused on Twitter, like when it screens in
In
Asia
Espanol.
or.
You won't even be able to reply. You'll be like, oh, that looks like a bad message.
Which I think means we are a dick.
Could we do some meme tweets? Like,
Yeah. Oh, for me to read.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Let's finish off on meme tweets.
Yeah, totally. Our hashtag is court Duncan.
Okay.
And once you find it, there'll be ones about us. There was one that was about like maybe having a shit fringe, ugly clothing, and something, and a shit grey beard makes you hipster. Or like,
Oh.
you find good ones.
I live tweeted some MKR. I wonder what I said. So what do we?
If you look at the hashtag court Duncan on Twitter,
So I
you'll
go
find some gems for sure.
hashtag.
You reckon? We're pretty old news now.
But our hashtag will still be there. And
Yeah. Hashtags live on.
Yeah, we think it's over.
Like Celine
It's still
Dion.
there.
My hashtags go on.
Cool.
I would
Hashtag-
probably, if I had a hashtag based around me that 26 countries had watched and maybe used, I would look at it every day.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, I think I roll it out. That doesn't air. It's not simulcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it gets. Yeah. They.
It's in Asia at the moment.
Yeah. That's a cool. Is that a cool feeling?
Have you found any good ones?
It's a weird feeling because I'd be at work digging a hole to fill it back in.
They're not even
Yeah.
And Gordon will send me like
Scroll
a photo
through till
and
you
stuff
find
like
someone
And-
some horrible ones.
that. Someone somewhere in Thailand's watching one of the earliest episodes and things like that, and I was just like, are they? Are they really? I've watched TV in Thailand. It was mostly kickboxing or cockfighting.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Speaking two
All right.
highly competitive sports.
All right, cool. Look at the phone and then head straight at Kia.
Oh, okay. How on earth does the court Duncan think a piece of raw lamb cutlet is a competition-worthy dish?
Go Mina.
What?
Go Mina.
Oi,
Go Mina.
what cunt said that? Seriously, how
Oh,
dare
read out who
you?
it's from. Read out who it's from.
Rare. Wait, hang on. Rare lamb.
Did you even do that?
Rare lamb doesn't sound terrible.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
Fuck
seriously,
Olga.
mate. Oh, what I'm going to do? Make you a Kransky, make you a Polsky, a
Oh, this
Gorky.
one's good. There is an MKR god. They have gone. Two-faced, vile, hypocritical, bad sports gone. See ya, Cotton Dunk. See ya.
Oh.
Whoa.
Double C ya.
And wasn't it like triple gone?
Yeah, and God had like 7 O's.
Whoa, they don't give a fuck about the characters.
Yeah. See, no one on that show does. It's 100% about All that show was about was cooking. That's all it was about.
Good riddance to the sore losers, Court and Duncan. Been waiting for this moment. Now it's worth watching. MKR. Hashtag well done.
Sarcastic.
Yeah, and her spelling's really bad. Grammar's really bad. Seeing these two clowns going home is better than Lego.
Oh, fuck, Lego's dope.
That one hurts.
Shit.
Bad.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, you
See, so
bad.
you see why I don't have social media or watch that show? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about Lego?
Now I've got delayed birth feelings.
Yeah.
I've been to Legoland in Denmark twice, bro. I'm
Really?
into Lego. I don't mind it.
Have you been to the Melbourne Lego land that they've had that they didn't let adults go to for a while?
How would I have gone to that?
Did you sneak into it, Duncan? Is what
Yeah.
he's asking.
Did you
You
die?
know what? I got paid $50 an hour once to build Lego for like a Target something or other. So they had a big party. They invited some big wigs and all that. They had all shit everywhere so that the kids could entertain themselves. And you know, for 2 days, I sat down and made Lego for the children.
That's the ultimate.
For the children.
Yeah.
50 an hour? Are you
Yeah,
kidding
man.
me? Far out.
That's a fucking good job. Great job.
And it was easy Lego too. It wasn't like Technic. It was like the easy shit.
I find I'm kind of hating you for that job. Like, I'm competitive. I'm like,
Are you about to? Yeah, you tweet me about it.
Dunk the fucking hot shot.
Just use our hashtag. It's hashtag Court and Duncan and hashtag
That's,
bad
we'll bring it
sport.
up across the bottom of the screen.
Bad
just,
sports.
just here.
Lots of bad sport tweets.
Yeah, they thought that we were bad sports because we were upset about our score when we just spent an entire day arguing with a team of producers. And so there's, if you rewatch the episode, there's like 600 beeps through it, and it's actually they're not swear words; they're all names of people they can't air because it fucks up the continuity of the show. Yeah.
Do you remember those
Reality.
two Asian
Oh.
from
But
So it looks like you were flipping
so
out the whole time swearing.
So technically,
you were just talking to the
Yeah.
people behind the
So
camera.
technically, right,
Yeah.
I guess hashtag bad sports is right. It's just it wasn't us that much.
Do you reckon it'd be better if there was a director's cut of My Kitchen Rules out there?
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff they cut out.
And there was.
The stuff like
But then you always forget because we're sitting there getting hammered drunk and all that and just talking crazy shit, like pretty much exactly like this, except
With assholes.
with them. But you know what I mean? Except for Jamie Packer's money behind it or something like this. I'm not really sure. Brewski, I think, is what he means.
Yeah, just before we go,
It's very weird.
I was supposed to be sitting there and who's behind
In
the
his
camera
wisdom.
just he goes, Cam, you're always sitting here.
Going to bleep his own name out after he found out that hot
that's
later
a tip.
did a show to
That's
make
a
it look
tip.
like we're flipping out.
Because your viewers don't know who is, do they?
No,
Did
they
you
had no
ever
idea.
get like a lady boner from Manu like everyone does?
No, see, this is the thing they
Were
try.
you a Pete fan?
They tried. I actually kind of was a Pete fan. Yeah, they try to get you to say like, "Oh, like swoon over him," and I'd be like, oh, "I don't see it."
See, I see
Sorry.
Pete Evans I see Pete Evans as like he is what Michael Jackson would be now if he hadn't died. Like he would have just keeps getting wider and just be like, you know,
Running
when Michael
a
Jackson.
cooking show.
Yes, and Pete Evans is in there, you know. Don't vaccinate or whatever he says, like, you know,
He gets it like
activate
that.
all the almonds or fucking.
Yeah.
What is an activated almond like? And is it Bluetooth activated or is it like does Siri do it?
Activate all the almonds.
Hang on a second. All right.
I love.
Hey
these.
Siri,
I can't get on. I can't
Activate almonds.
can you please activate all of my almonds?
I don't see anything connected.
Okay.
If you say so.
All right, sorry.
I don't know what an activated almond is either.
What's it? It's been
Crashed?
no, surely not.
Is it?
Heated.
Ah.
There's an
Heated.
activator.
Yeah, because you got to
Are there any almonds in there?
release its oils. Yeah, that looks like a salted almond though.
Which one?
That one there. Bro.
That's an almond.
Oh, mate. It's an almond Van Buren.
Going to breathe hotly on it.
it.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri.
A gentler approach.
Activate the almond on your face. Amen,
I don't see anything connected.
bitch. All right, cool. So back competition.
Yeah, no, but if there was a competition between Pete and Manu, I would choose Pete every time.
Why?
He's just I think he gets a bad rap in the media, and I think he was a really lovely, genuine, caring.
Did he spit out food as well? Like not for no.
No. And I think that he was less about production and throwing people under the bus.
Is Manu a bit of a cunt? Oh yeah, you allowed to say that? Say one word. Manu, we've got 70 viewers, and I don't think Manu's one of them.
Yeah. See, what I wanted to say was, I was like, he's just inherently very
He's
French. He's really French.
He's a frog.
You know what I mean?
Where is the sauce? Where is the sauce?
Exactly. You're like, all right, I'll get your sauce, mate.
All right, catchphrase, and then by the way, just use Campbell's stock. You know, just Campbell's stock. Put your Campbell's jacket on. And
I wonder how much that kind of deal is worth.
oh, the cunt gets paid a shitload.
Yeah. Like we got paid $250 once to do a whole Holden ad.
Yeah.
What model?
$250.
Holden.
Oh, the traps. Oh, the traps.
Hold on the phone, guys.
How did they not have more than that to throw your?
No, because it's part of it.
Because I'm sure that maybe I don't know.
Each was
because I
here.
signed a contract 12 months ago that was vague.
That's
Yeah, but
I think
it doesn't really
part
fucking matter.
I don't know, but we were
When you put it
expecting
into
more,
perspective, but also when you put it into perspective, say if you wanted to use a paid unionised actor for a speaking role in one of your advertisements, then they become a brand ambassador like David and Betty did. You pretty much have to pay them and like a salary for the year because they can't work for anyone else for the year and all that sort of stuff. And so you're like, oh yeah, well, but you waived all that stuff when you agreed to go, which was always the get out when you felt like you were being a bit hard done by. You were sort of like, well, this seems like fucking bullshit. And they're like, yes, but is this or is this not your signature? And every single time you're like, you know what? You could sodomize me with that thing for how much I'm getting out of it.
Because they've got you on a technicality.
Oh, constantly.
We don't have a release
and it wasn't
form.
like that was like the whole time, but it was every now and again you'd bring something up, and then you'd be difficult, and then they'd be all like,
We don't have a release form for you guys or anything like that. But just so you know, we'll get you to sign something later. We did agree before that if you did go into labour during this show, we would be delivering it.
Oh wow!
Who made?
I'm glad
when
that you agreed.
Me and Keir smoked.
You and Keir decided. So this is the first the rest of us have heard about. Thanks, guys.
Hey, was that serious?
Look, I'll go.
Either, whatever suits.
Unless, of course, I don't know. Maybe you've done heaps. Do you know what I mean? Like if you've done heaps of births.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I had one successful one.
If you've clocked the hours.
I'm 1 from 1 at the moment.
Oh wow!
I didn't do my own, but I was a big part of it.
You were.
My sister's a midwife as well.
Is she?
Is that true?
Yeah.
What happens
see,
after
we
they
were on the
become
show with
midwives?
And then the midwives ended up being really wonderful people and good friends. And then we're like, oh, well, we'll bring you to the hospital, introduce you to all the obstetricians that you'll get along with.
Is an obstetrician like a full wife?
I think
There's a midwife.
She's a doctor.
Obviously got a full wife. Okay.
Study on top of.
Now,
They know how to use they know how to use the machine that goes.
oh yeah, that's a good machine. Wet nurses.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Most of them, eh? Yeah,
Wet nurses are quite interesting. There is a show where it's called Pregnant in Heels, which I think is a great show.
Everything is carrying heaps of sexual innuendo thus far.
But basically, a lady needed a wet nurse, and they went around tasting. So it was like a
Pussy.
menu, and you could
Tasting
read,
pussies.
You could read like what
My
like,
man.
the diet was.
Yeah.
And they taste the milk, and then you'd choose what you wanted to give your child. And she chose the organic one, but she tasted all these different breast milks, and they were all totally different.
Oh, just because of the person's diet.
Because what the person
Yeah.
had. Yeah. So like
It's
mine.
like grass-fed
I think would taste
versus
like
grain-fed
donuts.
beef.
Yeah, true.
'Cause
Donut
You are
breast
what you
milk.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like grass versus grain-fed.
Would you taste breast milk?
I might make a soft farmer's cheese out of it, actually.
Yeah.
You can use a spare bottle.
My
and
mum's
make it
my mum's
ricotta.
partner is a cheesemaker. He's
I'll
got
make a
a
little
shop
butter.
next to my mum's shop.
That's amazing.
It's called Say Cheese. CEST, obviously, a little French pun.
Yeah.
Um,
That's cool.
Actually, both of their shops are puns.
Yeah.
My mum's shop is in a town called Featherston, and it's called Mr. Feathers Den.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
it was Den Feathers.
Yeah.
No, I got it.
No, I was just wondering how.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, look, we didn't.
He's still figuring it out.
No, anyway.
Puns like, yeah, you guys.
But yeah,
are nuts.
but a breast milk cheese.
Yeah.
I can. Kia, we're just going to Google that just on this side here. Breast milk cheese, and maybe put some links on where to buy.
Would you eat that?
Oh, nah.
Such a primal response.
Yeah, big time. I remember when I was a kid and I wanted
What
like.
about okay? What's so?
Jizz cheese.
What about the placenta situation? Is that a thing?
When I was a kid like in New Zealand we got kindergarten and over here it's called placenta.
Prep.
And
Kinder.
No, but I went to a thing called placenta when I was maybe pre-kindergarten age, and then we just think placenta, and it's just like you're so close to of the age when you go to a place called placenta to when you basically were part of a placenta. It's just like, is it just? Have I just grasping? at
Long
straws?
thread, good thread, but
Well, see, with
Good
Is that a pun there?
yeah, that wasn't bad.
placenta eating, I was mortified. I listened to a podcast the other day, and
Mighty.
what they do is that they can take your placenta and dehydrate it and
Into
then put it
capsules.
into capsules. Great,
Yeah.
I'm all for that. Listening to this podcast where a lady didn't want
Placenta
to pay
supplement.
the $300,
Yeah.
so she just took it home.
Bought a dehydrator.
No, cut it up into pieces, and she described it as meaty, kept it in her freezer, and would put a chunk of it in her smoothies.
Fuck you, Court.
And she-
Yeah. I just did like a.
But she said the benefits of it, and she couldn't taste it.
Of all the ways, all the ways.
How do you eat it like heart or liver or like?
Oh, I've got a story that fucking links to this.
Go,
Fucking.
go.
I might even talk about it on a previous podcast. My parents, well, my dad and my stepmom, and they've got three sisters and a brother on that side of the family, and all of their they would. You know how the belly button comes home and it's got a little peg on it, and you keep putting the whatever it is
And
on,
it falls off.
and it falls off.
Yeah.
And they
Fuck, I forgot
plant
about that.
They plant that in the garden with a rose on top of it, and each kid had a rose.
Yeah.
And my brother, me and my mate, I would have been maybe 13 or 14, and we were just like, yeah, let's make a fire. And I was like, oi, put a whole box of matches in the fire, a whole box of matches. I was like, yeah, it'll go. So we did it, and I grabbed this matchbox on top of the fireplace, and just chucked it in there, and nothing happened. And then, a few days later, my dad and stepmom were wondering where Nick's fallen off belly button had gone, and they were like, it was in the matchbox on the top of the mantelpiece. And I just cremated it.
And if you didn't know that story, parents, Ryan, now you know, the belly button was incinerated.
No, I told them.
Oh, you did?
You
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I threw that in the fire trying to make a big ass fire.
Explosion.
Do you know what? To be fair, as a kid, if you see a box of matches
Yeah.
above a fire on
It's a
a
silly
mantle,
place to
why
store
on
it.
earth have you got a fucking belly button in
And
there?
that's also a kind of ghetto place to keep it.
Yes.
Don't call his parents ghetto. That's incredibly
No,
rude.
what I mean is like,
I'm sure they're
get
lovely
a packet of
people.
potatoes
Yeah.
on my belly button.
Our
please.
mate Bryn
Yeah.
Kitty had a baby,
An
and Bryn was teasing Kate that she was gonna, when the belly button fell off, he was gonna send it to Kate, and fuck, he did. It fell off in the hospital still, and so he went and got a lunch or maybe one of those little
So it can
takeaway.
fall off really quick.
Well, they can.
And then sometimes when you get them home, they'll still be there.
I don't fully understand it. Is it the mum's belly button?
No, it's the end bit, bro.
No,
When
it's
you
the
cut the
baby's belly
umbilical
button.
cord.
I didn't throw my fucking stepmom's belly button in fire.
So it's the
That
baby's
was my
belly button.
brother's.
No, so it's the end of it. They tied the cord.
Yeah.
It's not a button,
into
it's a knot.
And so that
Okay.
That helps. Boop.
That does.
Turned your Bluetooth on.
Fall up.
Okay, so it's the knot of the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's the other end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it needs to die to fall
Oh,
up.
it's a knot.
Yeah, it goes real black and shit.
Does it smell?
I didn't sniff it, dude.
Why? Why do you want to know how it smells?
I think it would probably smell gross.
Yeah,
Of course it
I
would.
reckon it would.
As soon as your karma's over for stealing your mate's girl,
What?
like, remember,
Oh,
yeah, as
that's
soon as
a throwback
over,
to
and
an
you can-
earlier
and you can-
conversation.
and as soon as that karma's over and people stop stealing your
And it
girls,
sounds like you just
and you have
made
a
out
girl
with
to
her, and you-
yourself, and
yeah.
you, like, yeah, I like her enough to, like, not just kiss her and make a mate jealous, and you'll go out with her and you'll get married and you'll impregnate her and then you'll be there for the birth and it'll be weird. And then you'll have a baby and you'll know, and you can sniff his belly button instead of asking all of us, man. Like,
That's a long process compared to just finding out just
Like,
then by
I
asking.
could tell you this in 2 months. Like, I could just tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
Can
you
have-
please sniff
can Kim
when you
give
when
Cam
that
the
knot
belly
comes
button?
off?
Cam's gets the belly button.
I'm going to mail it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
And do you guys mind if I sniff that knot?
Fuck off,
No,
dude.
no.
Cool. So for everyone else who's wondering if that knot, which everyone's calling a belly button, which is a rotten knot, if you're wondering what that smells like, I'll smell it on this show.
Dude,
So you
Rob-
guys are going to do like basically a birthing themed.
No. Oh,
podcast?
Yep.
no,
we
this
should
is just
theme
Cam.
it around.
Don't try and
With
now
the tripod.
justify it. Don't justify it with like adding to it.
Rhino's really struggling
Thank
with
you.
the whole thing. He's like, I know he doesn't want any part of it.
This is fetish. This is fetish.
Fetishism.
Fetish is a stiffy that you get that not many other people would get the same thing
See
for.
what happens when the other two aren't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, see what happens when you go rogue.
I was contacted on eBay by someone with a
Oh, they're getting in touch with you.
What was
through
their
every
fetish?
angle.
Yeah.
So
And what were you selling?
I was selling a pair of shoes,
Yeah.
and I sell a lot of clothing on eBay. Just cycle through it, and people are quite fussy, and the shoes were quite new.
Was this a Japanese businessman? Like, because I hear they go for the used panties and shit.
Oh, mate, they got vending machines. They don't need eBay for that shit.
In my head, I was communicating with a woman.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know this might sound strange, but if I'm going to buy your shoes secondhand, could I have a photo of your feet?
Oh.
And
Oh,
so
yeah.
straight away I was like, it's a bit weird, but
Yeah.
I took a photo of my feet.
Just barefoot. That is definitely weird.
How long ago is this? How long ago is this? Is this during?
Yeah.
Was this
Did this happen
before?
while we
Was
were
this
on
before
Tinder
Dunc
and
woke
Duncan
up to
was
see
in
you on Tinder? Like,
Did this happen while we were married?
no, it was but the gap between when you were asleep after obviously you've just had some sort of intercourse, and then you found
We've had
her.
that old hug.
And then you found her awake on Tinder. What was happening in the middle? She was selling shoes on eBay and photographing her feet.
They were my shoes. That's the problem.
And then, yeah, I got a response that was like, how do you feel about a foot job with those?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jumped straight to the
Yeah.
next level.
Like he's a plastic surgeon or something. Or
No, like it just would I use those feet that I'd photographed and sent? I think, and I
For a
just put
foot
something
job.
about how hard it would be to get a foot job.
Yeah.
lift your arms.
Do I have to?
Hang on.
So how hard is it?
It's not good.
Yeah.
You get the better run, and that's just
Has that,
it's not
yeah, I
a
was
good
going
run.
to say, that, have you engaged the core now, though? I feel like it's
yeah.
activated.
It was some work.
Okay.
What's our time at here?
We got like 10 more minutes.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Okay.
cool.
So,
All right. You guys
anyone
are still.
else given a foot
You
job
guys,
Any other
lately?
Oh, do you?
I know, a weird one. Like, what a weird
Yes.
place to be
Yeah, why the
targeted.
fuck did you tell a
Definitely.
foot job story? What are you talking about?
I don't know why.
What are we going to
the topic was competition. And you're wanking cunts with your feet.
Yeah. Did you reply to that one at all?
I think I said
Did you sell the shoes?
to someone else, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
You got ahead. You got ahead. You said, she just said, do you want a photo of my feet? I'll put a listing up.
That's extra.
I'll put a listing
That's
up.
extra. Yeah.
Do you want him?
Charge for it.
Craigslist.
Yeah.
It's actually Craig. Craig. AI is basically an E.
Yeah. It's weird, eh?
Craig.
Craigslist.
We just
Yeah.
what competes with Craigslist? Say Gumtree.
Gumtree. In New Zealand, we've got Trade Me.
What's that mean?
It's just a startup name.
Do
Really.
you have Freebay?
What the fuck is Freebay?
Well, so apparently, hello, big boy. Yo! Sleepy, well, sleepy. So Freebay is, as you can probably imagine, it's like eBay for free shit. So you know you go on Gumtree and you're like, I need a coffee table.
The free space, yeah.
Yeah.
I got this free.
Right? Which you could have in the UK gotten off Freebay.
I just drove past on hard rubbish. I was meant to pick up a bigger coffee table, but I wouldn't fit in my car. I was like, you know what, fuck this.
You know what? It doesn't even look
And
that.
on the way
side
from
of
the
the
place where I was
roadish.
picking up the
Yeah,
big coffee
it's got
table
Yeah.
to my house, I found this.
Oh,
And it had batteries in there, which I used for my Xbox controller. And a phone cover.
what a win.
Really?
What a win.
Yeah, there might still be things in there, actually. What we got in here.
What that you just never
Yeah,
seen?
here's the phone cover. And
That looks like it's iPhone only.
a cord.
Yeah, cable.
And there's only one way to tap.
Go on. Do it.
No.
Do it.
Do it. What happens if it is?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's charged. Or not. Someone had just put it to
It's
that.
tingling, but it's not like fucking
It's not
boom.
buzzing, yeah.
And that's about it. Oh, you know, there's a smaller battery and a bit of...
You should put everything that's in there against your tongue and see what happens.
And tell me what it tastes like.
Let's build... All right, Ryan, we're going to build your immunity.
You build it when you're a kid, bro.
And you think that the
Oh.
stomach knot is bad.
I know. Oh, Cam, I can't believe you asked what a hypothetical thing would smell like. I want to mix some rubbish that I found on the side of the street.
You know what? It's not really rubbish.
That's
Because
fetish,
it belongs
dude.
to someone,
And
and,
now
then they
it's
just
his
didn't.
treasure.
They just didn't want it.
I have a feeling that now that Larissy is licking stuff out of a table that he found on the side of the road, that maybe it's time to say thank you so much for coming.
Oh, that's
That's
my
only
absolute
half a phone
pleasure.
case.
And maybe it's time to wrap it up. So thank you so much for watching our episode discussing competition. Thank you, Courtney and Duncan. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, it's been amazing. I think we really covered it off too.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Topic done.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Links to everything